Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On a morning of such a sad morning, at the losses of many family members, including some of my friends, uh, my sorrows and condolences go out to them with 9/11. The morning that this happened, I was on the George Washington Bridge heading to the Hunts Point Terminal Market, where I seen a second plane hit, and it was a sad, sad occurrence. As so many people have seen with me overseas, when bombs go off, like the planes went like a bomb because they were fully fueled. And if you know the schematic and the chemistry of jet fuel, is one of the most volatile fuels that ever could be put to use. It is just as bad as any bomb that can be put to use against anyone. As you've seen, it brought down the towers because of the intense heat that buckled the beams. And this same terrorist groups that did this are the same groups that are fortifying and financing Antifa and Black Lives Matter in the United States of America. On a daily basis, your businesses are attacked, you're being extorted, your businesses are being closed down, and your businesses are being financially harmed in such a way that some people will never be able to recoup, as the fireman in Minnesota who was not insured, unfortunately. Our hearts go out to him, and hopefully he can find the financing, and I'm sure he can, because the fire department is one of the biggest families in the world, just as the military is. And I call upon all my military brethren to sit back, listen to what is going on today. Black Lives Matter and Antifa is being fueled by individuals that are running for the presidency of the United States, Joseph Biden. Joseph Biden covered up and helped cover up and further the cover-ups of the murders of our dear military brethren and the slaughter of our ambassador to Benghazi. People seem to feel that is not to be mentioned. It has to be mentioned because that is one of the most, how do you say, heinous crimes that it can be, when you can allow your fellow American to be slaughtered overseas, and you're supposed to be empowered to stop that. And they had the power, they had the intelligence, and they did not take adherence to that. Secondly, the former President of the United States of America is advising Antifa and Black Lives Matter, as well as other top-noted people. This is wrong. Number one, this is treasonous. It's supporting acts of sedition, and it supports the very, very groups that attacked the towers at 9/11, and it's sad. 9/11 several years ago should have never happened. Even though it is many years ago, it's still like yesterday, because once you go downtown, there is such a, how do you say, a void that is there, and you feel that void. I know I do. I lost some of my friends that were stockbrokers and currency changes. Currency trading was very, very lucrative for them, and their families were very, very well off. Unfortunately, some of them left children. And this is what I'll never forget. People today forget military people that have killed overseas. We should not forget them either. You know, it's not, you cry once and you bury them and it's over. It's never over. Because what happens is you have the people like Black Lives Matter and Antifa that are terrorist support mechanisms for them, on the shores of the United States of America. We need to stop this. This has to come to an end. And the only way to come to an end is if you vote Donald Trump, Mike Pence in November 2020, which is very, very few days away. We're counting the days. And we need to stop that. All these socialist, communist groups that are getting money and funneling the money to Antifa and Black Lives Matter needs to be seized. And reparation needs to be paid to the individual business owners and people that were physically and financially harmed. This can be done under the civil RICO. Not only in the United States, but you can sue in the United States for seizure of these funds abroad for Black Lives Matter, since Black Lives Matter is headquartered here in the United States. They have branch offices in different countries. And we can seize their funds. In the Southern District of New York, there's ample law there because it's headquartered here in the United States. The UN is headquartered here in the United States. And there's sufficient law there. Caddick versus Karasnik, this whole bunch of law thereafter. People could sue Barrack Obama, George Soros, and quite a few other people, corporations like Home Depot, Nike, all these companies donating. Whoopi Goldberg could be sued. She funneled money to BLM. Oprah Winfrey, sue her too. She's one of the unknown financiers, but her name came out. So this is what we can do. So again, support. U.S. Constitution protects all lives matter, because all lives do matter in the United States of America. Maybe in not other countries, but the U.S. Constitution says we the people, for the people, by the people. And it says injustice for all, so we have a lot of stuff that people fail to realize, especially these young kids. And that's due to the educators today that are supporting these terrorist groups that are attacking American businesses and extorting American businesses. Organized crime groups, they are, and terrorists. So, therefore, let's put an end to it. Keep Donald Trump, Mike Pence in office, and let's go to work.